have with us Mr. Rohit Vashisht, who is working as a PhD student in the Open Source Drug Discovery Program at CSI headquarters. So Rohit, tell us what are you
To
working
understand the metabolic pathways of Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which is causing a disease called tuberculosis. And we are trying to see how we can exploit those metabolic pathways to figure it out, different drug targets that could be target onto those pathways, and we see that how we can go about actually finding out the new target. So what we do is we model the metabolism, and we try to use mathematical aspects, and we do a lot of predictions, and then those targets, whatever we predict, are taken further downstream for their validations.
Thank you.
Next question, there's a scope in India as for now.
The scope is like we need to learn an elementary mathematics for that, and anybody who knows a set of differential equations, linear programming can do this.
And are there any institutes in India? I mean, people who want to work like you
Yeah, there
should
are many.
approach whom?
Yeah, so I mean, I was in IAC, now I'm here, so my senior is there, so you can sort of contact them.
And are there any academic programs who are teaching some
As of now,
elements
we
like
don't
this?
have these kind of things in our academic curriculum, but I think in IITs or something it will be there.
Thank you.
I run an e-learning course on CISBOG, which is related to R, and it's called Classification and Regression Training. Short form is CARET, and it's been developed by Dr. Max Good. And the e-learning module actually allows you to interact with other people, edit wikis, and learn about classification and regression. It actually acts as a complement to the already ongoing chemoinformatics project that's under Connected Decode. So this probably would provide as a validation for Veka and the models that have been developed through Veka. So the community contribution comes in through wikis, HTML pages, PDFs that are uploaded for CARET, and work's ongoing. So everybody is open to contribute, and contributions are always welcome. So if there are any problems, you can always call me.
That's cool. One.
So basically, I'm working on microanalysis. So here our aim is to find out the function of the unknown genes. So we are just tending to take the orthologous and then find out the co-expression of the genes, so that by using that we can just find out the function of that unknown genes. This is the first way. Then second, I am just interested in developing the portals and the web services for the OSDD, so where people can collaborate and do work.
That's good. Thank you.
Since I'm from a wet lab background, I'm totally unaware of the dry lab, whatever the computational technologies you are using. But still, I interestingly want to learn how actually you guys filter out some druggable compounds, and how you actually drive to a conclusion where you can validate some compounds and lead them to clinical trials. So with my expertise in wet lab, I would like to assist in a way that once the compounds have been screened, and once you have developed a particular list where you have filtered almost all the non-druggable compounds or potential targets, potential candidates, I would like to perform some wet lab validations. In fact, because I'm expert in that, so by developing some kind of enzymatic assays or something, because that is one way in which you can just prove that in the technique, the compounds which are likely the potential candidates, druggable candidates, they're actually working in vitro. And further, if I'm able to work on animal models and something, then I can surely get into in vivo studies as well.
Thank you so much.
Areas you are competent in, and what is the area which you are working on?
Okay, I'm working on networks, mainly co-expression networks in Mycobacterium tuberculosis.
So how do you think that you can contribute to OSD?
Okay, so my work is on MTB, so I'm not in OSDD, but I'm contributing to it because it is related to Mycobacterium.
No, is there any way you can contribute, like resources or other in the form of tutorials or anything?
Yes, I am using R, and I use the weighted gene co-expression network analysis. So I can make a tutorial, and I can provide to the community.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Rajesh Kumar Datta. I'm working in MTech, Cell Biology and Immunology Division, and I'm working on tuberculosis and role of autophagy in tuberculosis. That's the broad thing I'm working. But about the open science movement, when I came to know about open science, I was reading a novel. In that they said that the few things that turn up the world, that was the open source that came with Linux. When Linux came, when there was a monopoly of Microsoft, and then I came to know about this OSDD, open source drug discovery, and I realized, correlating both these, this is a very big movement, and I feel it will do something that has not been done previously. So, like you see, if we look at the pharma companies, they develop something. Okay, they put their effort, they put money, but it is accessible only to those who will pay them later. But if in open source, or when we put our science on open, so it will be accessible.
My name is Satish Singh, and I have worked in Dr. Kanagala Dikshit's lab. I have recently completed my PhD within 5 years, and now I am moving to US, Florida for structural biology work. For my PhD, that's it.
Okay, can
Anything
you explain
else?
your work a bit?
Yeah.
What you have
During
done?
my PhD, I have worked on structure function aspects of staphylokinase. It's basically clot buster. You must have heard about streptokinase. So it's a molecular cousin like. The basic source is Staphylococcus aureus, and the functionality is much like to that of the streptokinase. It forms 1:1 stoichiometry complex with plasminogen, and then activates the system, plasminogen to plasmin, and plasmin basically cuts the fibrin threads of the clot. Clot is basically a meshwork of fibrin threads along with the blood platelets and other fibers. So basically plasmin enzyme, it cuts the fibrin threads and the clot is dissolved. So staphylokinase is basically a activator of that system, plasminogen to plasmin. So that is the basic what I have studied the structure function aspect, that how we can modulate the specificity or the activity of that particular protein.
And therapeutically, where your research can be used?
Therapeutically, I have done initially when I started my research work, I have pegylated that molecule. Pegylation means chemical conjugation of staphylokinase with polyethylene glycol. So attachment of PEG molecule to staphylokinase increases its half-life. We have studied that molecule in mice. So the increase in half-life was at least 10 to 20-fold higher. And we also got the decrease in immunogenicity. So we have got the patent, and most probably it will go for some commercialization.
Okay. Against the disease?
Clot buster.
Clot buster. Okay. So heart disease.
Yeah, it's heart attack.
Yeah. Okay, and your postdoc work is continuation of this?
No, not the continuation, but here the structure function I have done. Again, in the next lab, I will do such kind of work, but it will be extension to higher studies like structural biology work through crystallography or NMR studies. So that is the exciting part for me.
Okay, good luck, Satish, and thank you for sparing time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.